Are you gonna crack this?
Why is he? There's some AI.
That's what he did. That's what he did. He literally went on a catering show. Look, the catering escape.
Hey, I don't know.
What happened?
It's only up to Secret Service. I just follow what they'd like to do. So I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go in a different plane, equal safety, but...
Equal safety, but one was going to get blown up.
They wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say.
Why did they want me to do that?
I guess there was a threat out there. I didn't really ask too much about it. I get a lot.
So
I guess there was a threat out there. Okay. Equal safety, but there's a threat. I'm gonna let the person third in line for the president blow up in that fucking plane with the press secretary, White House. These are people that are like right next to him. He fucking hates these people to begin with. And he's just like, yeah, put them on a decoy plane. Put them on the decoy plane. Equal safety, but one's going to get blown up. I'm going to get away with it, you know?
Oh, yeah. I didn't ask enough about that.
That's what's actually going on.
She's trying to act like he don't know shit.
Yeah, okay. But he has to, because are you going to get caught up in that? This is top secret shit that got leaked.
Not a threat.
Why was it too dangerous for you to fly on Air Force One, but not?
I don't know. I think actually the plane that I flew on was at greater risk.
Why do you say that?
Because that would be the plane I think that they would be more likely to go for.
What? He's like, they were gonna go for not Air Force One, but he's like, they were gonna go for the cargo plane that had all the food in it. Like, what? Equal safety.
Wait a minute. Pause that shit.
Wait a minute. Pause that shit.
Okay, what?
Wait, so they're gonna go for the cargo plane instead of the one where they're supposed to be in?
That's what he said. He said he was on a plane that was unprotected, which is true. It's not protected because his cargo plane does not have anti-missile systems. It doesn't have the capabilities to survive a nuclear apocalypse. Air Force One does. That plane has all the measures to it, but because of Israeli intelligence, they were like, hey, that plane's gonna blow up and you're gonna die. He did the shit he did. And
so he
used it as a decoy.
So he didn't board the Air Force One.
He did. He pretended.
That he didn't board the Air Force One?
He pretended that he boarded. Look, you're gonna see. Watch.
Just watch.
So look, he went in there. He's in there. But he boarded the plane and then hopped in that bitch. So he's not on the plane.
This is the Air Force One?
Yes.
Okay.
Look, he went on the plane to prank everyone.
Yeah.
He really wanted those reporters dead. He really was just like, fuck, they didn't die. Look at
the reporters are in there?
He said, yes, this is when he gets off on, like, after he gets to the U.S. But he switched planes back to Air Force One in London.
How does this guy become a president, bro? This is crazy.
That's power right there.
Like all the scandals he was in, like in the early 2000s. With his... I don't even want to get into it. Him and his dad, though.
Him with his gold tie alone is a symbol in itself. No red tie, no blue tie. It's all gold. Not even a black tie to signify business. He's like, I'm wearing that gold tie because I'm all about that shit, you know? Because he is. Have you seen his Oval Office?
Imagine Call of Duty makes a game after this. Because they've done other presidents. But imagine this one.
Look, he's getting back on another plane. so you could get home first.
He has to wait to the camera.
But that's
Look,
crazy.
I'll mention this right now. I like Donald Trump. He's funny, and to me,
See what?
he's a meme. Like, it's funny that our whole nation has, went onto this and had it made him our president and everything. It's funny to me. It's honestly, it's incredible. It
Well,
really is.
you know what? Like I said in the last video of Controversial Corner, what saves his ass? Comedy. You gotta be fucking funny.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a good point. I was about to say right
you
now.
Didn't watch
I didn't
Controversial?
watch last episode. Sorry, guys. I
And
didn't
he's
watch
part
last
of the
episode.
crew. And he's part of the crew.
I didn't watch it.
He's too
okay?
busy being a chud.
I didn't watch it.
But I'm gonna get to it. But that's something I guess we both agree on, that to relate to Trump, you have to relate to comedy. For me, I just think that it's funny that he was willing to go with all that, set in play, with so many eyes pointing at him. Like, he was doing the whole waving, the whole thing and all that.
Yeah.
He knew what I was doing exactly. Like, there is no doubt about it. As soon as whatever actions he did, and people that would break it down just like you did, would figure out what the hell is going on. And I like how he fully confidently did that. He just went right into it. He was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's
This
not
what I'm
getting
doing.
impeached for that.
Yeah,
He's
no.
not getting impeached.
Oh no, dude, there's other things he could have gotten impeached with before.
But
So
yeah, like I said,
he
like,
went
you're talking
with like
about
full confidence.
high level security on that plane. You got cabinet members on that plane.
Oh yeah,
You got the press corps on that plane. Like, you got everyone there. And
definitely
he's
more
like,
important persons than me or any
he's
of
like,
us right now.
He's like, they're gonna fucking die.
If that's true, that's why. If that was to get fucking destroy that plane, that would
That would have
happen.
been like, oh, it's like, how did he live?
Okay,
Weren't you on
you
that
know,
plane? Imagine if that plane actually did
blew
go
up.
down.
Yeah.
If that plane did go down,
What's his
and
example?
he survived,
Is
they're like, wait, we thought you were on there.
He's like, haha, I wasn't.
I'm like, what?
Yes,
Like, but it's like, if they died, they would have been like, then
yo,
why'd you let them die? Like, if you found out that they were allowed to take off because of high security threats, why even leave? Why even leave to begin with? But he said, let's go, let's kill these motherfuckers that like always question me about my presidency. Like, he wanted the press dead. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, kill
that's
the
what I'm
First
saying,
Amendment,
bro.
you know?
All right,
Enough
Whatever.
about that. We're gonna get into Pearl Harbor on Controversial Corner.
fucking Pearl
Okay.
Harbor.
Okay, what do you think about Pearl Harbor? Thinking about start going
Japan,
into this.
first of all.
Okay,
That's why I was thinking
Japan.
Pearl Harbor, Japan. That's the first time they ever done a serious strike on us that caused us to do Hiroshima on them.
Mm.
Something really bad against them.
So what happens is, like, theoretically, we got attacked because of the shit we did to them. We forced Japan to open up during an era of an isolation. They were an isolistic country.
There's a movie,
Well,
dude.
yeah,
We need to watch that.
there is a movie.
We need to get into that.
Japan, isolist country, understood for 2,000 years plus. And then the U.S. rose up in 1857 with General Matthew Perry saying, open up your ports or we're going to blow you up with our fucking steamboats. Japan is like,
What the fuck?
like, we got to get rid of the samurai. We got to get rid of our whole ideologies. We got to convert to Christianity because our God's not winning. Their God's winning. That's a real God if their God's winning, you know? So, like, they start switching to Christianity. They start dressing up like Westerners because they're like, if they're winning, we cannot be defeated. We've never been conquered by a foreign country in all of our...
Except China.
But that happens after
Okay.
the U.S. shows up. This is when the U.S. shows up. The U.S. shows up in
Yeah.
1857. China conquers them in 1920. So that's a big difference. That's a big time jump. So Japan is
Sure.
modernizing because they're like, holy fuck.
True.
And that's why they attack China, because of our imperialist, ideologies. It's like, if you want to be a world power, you got to take over other territories. The way we took over Hawaii and the way we took, like,
Puerto
other
Rico.
countries, the other countries, yeah. Other countries has done worse though. Like other countries have taken like whole fucking continents. Like Australia was taken by the
The
British.
U.S. had taken a few other ones too.
But like what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
mentioned.
is that what I'm saying is that
Pearl Harbor, man.
Pearl Harbor, it was planned to happen because the U.S. wasn't getting involved in any wars, and like FDR was like, how do we get involved? The day we fucking get radar about Japanese planes coming to the U.S., who's going on an exercise run, our newest ships in Pearl Harbor. So we got aircraft carriers. They got to go on a random exercise check. We got fucking gunboats that are like battleships and not destroyers. We got destroyers and battleships, but we got battleships leaving the harbor. We got air fucking planes leaving the harbor, and like airplanes on boats leaving the harbor that day. And then early that morning, we get interception. This is already a time where we decoded the fucking Japanese secret messaging over fucking because they worked over like their fucking Navy ships transmitting messages. What they're talking about through messages. So we knew Pearl Harbor was going to happen. And when we saw the planes coming, they were like, no, say they're planes coming in from California. California's not in the way of Japan. It's on the fucking west. They're coming from the East Coast.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Whatever. They ignored that. So many blunders on Pearl Harbor. So many blunders and coincidences. It was like, what the fuck? Those people were sacrifices. FDR put old fucking boats from the 1800s, 18 fucking 90s in Pearl Harbor so they can get blown up, used as a sacrifice, and we get dragged into World War II. And we did. And when we got dragged in, we didn't go straight for Japan. We went straight for fucking Germany. Because we're like, fuck yeah, we finally involved in the war because they wanted that to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when D-Day started and all that good stuff.
No. Not D-Day specifically. D-Day
That
started
was in the end, my bad.
1945.
Yeah, that was in the end.
Pearl Harbor's in 1941, December 7.
My bad, that was towards the end of the war.
Like 6 years after, almost 5. 4? Okay, Pearl Harbor. Conspiracy.
You fucking coked.
What's another one? No, Pearl Harbor.
How about let's get into shit.
Anis lego minimus verus sunt boni sibiamans, ed haec vox diamonion ensurientem me faci.
And the fuck?
What I would say about Pearl Harbor is that is what did make us strike fucking Japan though.
We needed to get in that war, and the U.S. knew that.
Who was it? So World War One or two?
Look.
While
What?
researching his book, Stinnett uncovered a second document drafted by Leitweiler and received by his superiors in Washington.
Volume maximum.
In it, Stinnett says Leitweiler indicates that his Corregidor team is reading current traffic and has broken the Japanese naval code.
See, they already knew what they were planning.
Leitweiler says that he was current in intercepting, decoding, and translating the messages as of November 16th, 1941. What more do you need?
We already knew the Japanese code. We knew they were planning this shit. We needed to get involved. We needed to get hit.
Broke radio silence as they pushed toward Pearl Harbor.
Broke radio
allowing
silence.
U.S. interceptors to track the course of the attacking fleet.
That's when they had kamikazes, right? And all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
Not only did Nagumo break
Like
radio
the
silence,
samurai
but
code.
US
Kill
naval
yourself.
listening posts were listening to Nagumo's transmissions and therefore plotting Nagumo's voyage across the Pacific towards Pearl Harbor only adds credence to the explanation that FDR suppressed here yet another piece of vital intelligence, deliberately kept the commanders at Pearl Harbor in the dark.
Yup. He knew shit they didn't. I'm telling you, dude. He sacrificed.
Japanese warships churned toward Hawaii.
We already knew the code.
some believe that President Franklin D. Roosevelt is setting up Pearl Harbor for disaster.
Set it up. He set that shit up. After he was like gung-ho on fucking military and mass production of military.
Author Robert Stinnett has proof, he says, that the Japanese fleet broke radio silence during their trek southeastward. If so, the U.S. Navy would have been well aware of the Japanese approach.
The radio
And they were.
silence doctrine is another of the major Pearl Harbor hoax. It holds that beginning on November 25th, Hawaii time, the Japanese Navy went on radio silence.
To date,
And it's crazy.
historians-
Some guy, his name was Joseph too. Just
How long
like
is
me.
this shit,
This is
bro?
how I remember. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get out of this. This is how I remember though. This guy named Joseph, he's part of the radio community in Hawaii, and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna get fucking bombed," and like they get it right, and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna get bombed." They get bombed right when like he's telling his commander, "We're gonna get bombed." Like, bruh, Joseph, whatever, was told. His name was Joseph though. That's how I remember because that's my name. But he was told, "Hey, don't tell them that this is gonna happen." He says, "Fuck that! I'm gonna tell them planes are coming their way, even if it's from California." You know, so he does it. He's like, "Planes are going to the harbor," and that's all he says. He leaves it anonymously so that they could be like, "Planes, like get ready for an attack." Almost, you know, but like it could be like he said, U.S. ones. Anyways, he sends that message right when he's sending it to the commander to like say, "Hey, there's a message from the radio." Like even though there wasn't supposed to be one, it says, "Hey, planes are on your way. Like planes are going to you." And like they were like, "What is this?" And then they start getting bombed right when they find the news. The survivors reported that, and that trips me out. But yeah, Pearl Harbor, I think it was staged. Lego.
Controversial. Controversial time.
Question is, when you guys talk about Donald Trump's like Gays Red comedy, like what's some segments that saved him? Like what type of comedy?
PR, like what saved them from a
I'll tell you. He's on a fucking presidential debate. This is 2024. Debating against Kamala Harris. They're eating the cats.
Fuck that bitch.
They're
She's
eating the
not.
dogs. Isn't that fucking hilarious? That fucking
He's got my fucking vote.
like that's the American brain. It's like, hell yeah, I want to see more of that. I want my stimulus check, you know, type shit. Like that brain is voting and fucking deciding. You know, we got Wyoming, a state with the lesser population of the city of Los Angeles, New York.
Remember, there's only 2% black people there.
Okay, that doesn't even fucking matter.
What I'm saying is that
their population is dwindled to fucking little numbers, and guess what? You get 2 fucking senators in the fucking
1%
Senate.
actually black people in that.
Hey, I might have 700,000 people living in my state, but guess what? I get 2 senators, bitch. Like that's fucking crazy. Like that, does that not trip you out? Like we have a state with a population more than Canada, and we got a state the size of Wyoming with shit amount of people, and they get 2 senators, we get 2 senators.
What the fuck? We're done fucked.
That's why Republicans keep winning in this country, because of those electoral numbers that represent land more than people.
So you prefer Democrats?
I do. I really do. But
the greatest enemy of the United States is the Democrat Party and those who support it. Trump Latinos!
I got love